Life is an unpredictable journey, brimming with unexpected twists and turns. During these times, we have to call on our inner strength and instincts for life. In this video, we learn about the amazing stories of people who have overcome problems that are hard to imagine. These amazing stories of surviving against the odds show how strong the human spirit is and how amazing the power of resilience is. So, before we begin our video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get started. Number 7. Thai soccer team trapped in Taiwan cave. In 2018, the world turned its gaze towards the Tam Wan Cave complex in Thailand, where a group of young soccer players and their coach found themselves trapped. This harrowing incident captured the attention of people worldwide, as the team's survival and rescue became a race against time. For 18 long days, the team endured unimaginable conditions deep within the flooded cave passages. The treacherous and labyrinthine tunnels posed a formidable challenge, and the rising water levels only intensified the danger. But amidst this grim predicament, the power of human resilience and determination began to shine. Rescuers from various countries joined forces, working tirelessly to bring the trapped individuals back to safety. Against all odds, the joint efforts of the rescuers proved successful. In a remarkable display of teamwork and solidarity, all 13 individuals were rescued from their subterranean prison. This triumphant rescue not only defied the dire circumstances, but also served as a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Number 6. Ricky Magee's survival in the Australian outback. Ricky Magee, an Australian, somehow made it through 2 months in the harsh outback. After his car broke down on the Bunteen Highway, he walked away from it for no apparent reason and got lost in the huge desert. Ricky had no idea where he was or how to stay alive, so he ate frogs, snakes, and lizards to stay alive. He was able to build a simple shelter near a dam, using water from the dam and catching small animals when he could. After struggling for 10 weeks in the outback, he met Mark Clifford, the boss of the Birindudu cattle station, who helped him get back to civilization. Ricky had lost a lot of weight, so he was taken right away to the hospital to get better. But when the police looked for his car, they couldn't find it, so it's still not clear what happened to it. People thought it was either stolen or that Ricky had been helped by beings from another planet. No one knows what happened to Ricky's car, so people can only guess and make up stories about it. Number 5. Jose Salvador Alvarenga's struggle at sea. In November 2012, Jose Salvador Alvarenga and his partner went fishing off the coast of Costa Azul, Mexico, for 2 days. They had no idea that this trip would turn into a nightmare that would last 438 days. Their boat got stuck in the Pacific Ocean because it didn't have a sail or a motor. There was no way for them to survive. Even though they were in the middle of a bad storm and didn't have a radio or fishing gear, their engine broke down. Jose was lost at sea and floating far from Mexico. He caught fish and seabirds to eat, and when he was really desperate, he ate raw birds and drank their blood. Sadly, his friend didn't last longer than 2 weeks. But Jose's strong will to live kept him going until locals on the Marshall Islands found him and helped him. After he got better, Jose went back to his home country of El Salvador and swore he would never go into the ocean again. Number 4. Michael Benson surviving a volcanic plunge. In 1992, Michael Benson, a freelance cameraman working for Paramount Studios, found himself in a harrowing 2-day ordeal that could have been ripped from the pages of a Hollywood action script. Assigned to capture footage from an active volcano for the movie Sliver, Michael, accompanied by technician Chris Duddy and pilot Craig Hosky, embarked on a perilous journey to a volcanic cone in Hawaii. Tragedy struck when their helicopter blades collided with the crater wall, causing the aircraft to break apart. Astonishingly, all 3 men survived the crash with minor injuries, but now they faced the daunting task of escaping the dangers of the volcano. Stranded in a hostile environment, Michael and Chris attempted to navigate the treacherous walls while Craig sought help using the helicopter's radio. Hindered by limited visibility, the trio lost sight of each other, further complicating their rescue. Michael managed to find temporary refuge on a ledge, enduring a fierce storm that threatened to push him back into the crater. Throughout his struggle for survival, he experienced vivid visions and heard encouraging calls, urging him to hold on. Eventually, a daring pilot risked his own life to rescue Michael, successfully locating him and airlifting him to safety after 2 grueling days without sleep, water, or food. Number 3. Douglas Mawson's harrowing Antarctic expedition. Sir Douglas Mawson went on a dangerous trip to Antarctica more than 100 years ago, where he faced hardships that are hard to imagine. In November 1912, Mawson and 2 other people left Commonwealth Bay on foot with sleds pulled by huskies. With plenty of resources like food, survival gear, and scientific tools, they went about 300 miles in a little over a month. But something bad happened on their way. The team had trouble with dogs eating their puppies, explorers getting hurt by dangerous ice cracks, serious injuries from the cold, and snow blindness. One person fell into a deep crevasse and took all of their food with him. The remaining explorers had no choice but to turn around and go back. Another teammate died, which was sad. This left Douglas Mawson alone in Antarctica, 100 miles from the closest person. What happened next was horrible. Mawson got very cold, didn't eat enough, and got frostbite, which made his skin fall apart. When he finally got back to base camp, he was so sick that he was about to die. When he got there, he found that the rescue ship had already left for Australia. Number 2. The incredible true story of Ada. In the early 1900s, Ada embarked on a perilous mission to claim an Arctic island for the British Empire. Despite being ill-prepared, she braved the harsh conditions and became the sole survivor of the expedition. Raised by Methodist missionaries, Ada lacked the skills needed to survive in the Arctic. However, her determination and resourcefulness enabled her to adapt. After her husband abandoned her and their son, Ada faced immense challenges. Yet she persevered, walking for miles to seek help and eventually finding work as a seamstress for an Arctic expedition. Joined by inexperienced men, Ada sewed and repaired their clothes while they set up base and hunted. As winter approached, food became scarce, and the men left Ada behind to care for a sick companion. They never returned. Alone, Ada fought for survival, tending to the sick man until his passing. She demonstrated remarkable resilience, repairing a damaged boat, creating a camp, and even protecting herself from polar bears. Eventually, a ship appeared, rescuing Ada in August 1923. Number 1. Ho Van Than, the real-life Tarzan. Ho Van Than, an Army veteran, escaped the horrors of war in 1972 by fleeing his village in Vietnam with his infant son. Devastated by the loss of his wife and 2 children in a bomb attack by American forces, Ho sought refuge deep in the forest of Quang Ngai Province's Tay Tri district. For over 4 decades, they lived like primitive beings, clad in loincloths and dwelling in tree houses reminiscent of Mowgli. Their diet comprised monkeys, rats, snakes, bats, and foraged fruits and vegetables. In 2013, locals stumbled upon them, and Ho and his son were reintroduced to civilization. The son, who had never experienced the outside world, was ignorant of basic concepts like time and the existence of women. Moreover, he was awestruck by simple inventions like light bulbs and electricity, which he had never encountered in his 41 years in the jungle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more exciting content and leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.